look at that. Headlines of the day. Today we got headlines of the day. Here it is. Definitely toxic. Hundreds forced from homes as Indiana plastics fires continue to burn. State Fire Marshal Steve Jones in a news briefing on Tuesday. There is a host of different chemicals that plastics give off when they're on fire, and that's concerning. Headline: how is AI already letting people speak to the dead? Technically, that's technology-assisted demon possession, necromancy, and familiar evil spirits. What a formula for seducing humans. Headline: Moon is slowly drifting away from Earth, and it's having a major impact on time. I think I'm late for something. Anyway, or how the moon drifting impacts oceans. Others may wonder how scientists even know about moon drifting. Headline: NASA just announced the San Andreas Fault cracked. It's going to cause record flooding. Headline: U.S. Army teaching officers at Fort Leavenworth that white people can't experience racism. That's self-destructing hate, the white race bull manure. How about reverse racism? Yes. Okay. Headline: fatal fungus now among us, invading America, prompting Last of Us fears. Has it led to the big pharma mass murder mafia creating a new vax? That's globalists work on depopulation. Headline: the New York Times says it knows the identity of the leaker of a trove of classified U.S. intelligence documents, which were subject of widespread reporting this week. The Times says he's a 21-year-old member of the National Guard, and I think they caught him. Headline: U.S. government leading all nations into global beast system that would require compliance with digital health tyranny enforced by the UN, World Health Organization. Key to defeating this system is the 25% who refuses to buckle under the pressure. Yeah, that going to make a difference? Headline: hilarious conservative dads, ultra-right, 100% woke-free America beer announcement. Well, conservatives will no longer complain about big corporations who use our money to indoctrinate our children with their woke garbage. Well, we'll dump them. Sure we will. Headline: Senator Rubio blasts Navy LGBTQ spoken word night. Senator Marco Rubio, a Republican from Florida, recently drew attention to a Navy sailor talking about an LGBTQ TQ event held on an aircraft carrier, using the video clip to question U.S. priorities as China prepares for war. Headline: is a Chinese U.S. bank releasing Hunter Biden's bank records a message to Biden? In my mind, it's the Chinese government telling Joe Biden, well, we got the goods on you, buddy. We're willing to dish it up, Senator Johnson said, according to the Washington Times. Headline: list of CIA operatives in Ukraine and Russia published on internet message board. Russian FSB agents are evaluating arrests as you read this unmitigated disaster for intelligent community. Okay, headline: mass corporate suicides taking place all across America as countless corporations are going broke after going woke, well, while forcing their anti-Christian, pro-LGBTQ agendas upon America. What will it be next? And that's my opinion. Headline: bank records show millions of transactions between Hunter Biden, you guessed it, China firms, and Senator Johnson. Senator Johnson says the records show that the Biden family was involved with new defunct CEFC China Energy, which has connections to the Chinese Communist Party. Headline, flash flood emergency issued in Fort Lauderdale as heavy rain drenches South Florida. Over 25 inches of rain hit the Fort Lauderdale area, forcing a closure of the local airport and the evacuation of a fire station. Well, I guess with all that rain, you won't get a fire. And headline, confused about mRNA vaccines in meat? That's exactly how they want it. Cattle farmers and ranchers do vaccinate cattle to treat them and prevent many diseases, but presently, none of these vaccines include mRNA technology. Headline, where were you? Where you don't want to be when things finally start hitting the, hit the fan. But the longer you wait, the more difficult it's going to become to relocate. Expect state borders and interstate highways to close as civil populations panic. Don't fear, be prepared. Okay. Headline, Switzerland's parliament rejected on Wednesday the government's $109 billion Swiss francs, which is $120 billion aid for Credit Suisse's CSGNS merger with the UBSGS, leaving the fallen banks hastily arranging rescue without parliamentary blessing. Now, put that in a mouthful. Headline, deficit tops $1 trillion at first 6 months. Rumors abound that the Fed and Treasury are secretly aiding unimaginable liquidity to the big banks and financial houses to keep them afloat. Headline, Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch InBev, has lost more than $6 billion in market capital. It's just 6 days after Dylan Mulvaney partnership sparked backlash. Headline, one of the world's deadliest volcanoes is poised to erupt in the coming days. After killing 25,000 people in 1985, Colombia's Nevado de Russo volcano has been hit with 6,000 earthquakes per day. Breaking news. Russia just hacked NATO's F-22 on alert. North Korea dark for 5 days. Global nuke drills coming and happening. Okay, headline, Texas dairy explosion leaves at least 18,000 cattle dead. One person critically injured. Initial reports say that 18,000 cows died in the Texas explosion. Headline, North Korea launches ICBMs. Japan sounds air raid sirens. Alert canceled. The Japanese Minister of Defense, Yasuzumi Hamada, has announced that ballistic missiles splashed down outside of Japan's territorial waters near the island of Hokkaido. Headline, transgender knifes cabbie to death in Portland. Mainstream media plays dumb. Reports from Oregonian newspaper avoid nothing or noting that the assailant, Moses J. Lopez, is a transgender activist with a history of violent threats. And that, of course, was your news of the day. So there you go. Have at her.